My successes with the law. My last post on this subreddit had garnered some attention and somebody had asked me to share my successes, and I'm so happy to do so. My successes range from big, small, and some stuff which made me believe that there is no such thing as a coincidence. Big successes. 1. Appearance change. Heart-shaped face. It used to be squarish. My nose is much smaller and cuter. Bigger lips, prettier eyes, and overall better facial harmony. I can also eat whatever I want without gaining any weight. All of these were manifested with both subliminal and a change in self-concept. 2. Good relationship with family. This is one of my favorite manifestations because it made my life so much more happier. I often see posts asking how to manifest the ideal family when the 3D shows something different, and I think that it is important to first forgive your parents, siblings, whatever, and then continue persisting in the desired assumption. Our mental conversations plays a huge role in affecting the outcome, and it is far easier to keep arguing when you hold resentment in your heart. I know it is easier said than done, but keep in mind that the 3D is only the projection of your mind, and the bad people are only bad because you are painting them that way. By forgiving and thinking of them lovingly, you are not just making your own life better but also freeing the said persons from this trap of being unkind and conflicting, as our natural state is to be all loving, always. 3. The guy who ticked of everything off of my list, and then broke it off with him lol. He was perfect on paper but we were not compatible at all, and that took me an embarrassingly long time to realize. But it's okay, I learned a lot from that relationship and also realized that it's better to just focus on my own self instead of manifesting someone else. Now the goal is to be so desirable that others wanna manifest me and not me, them lol. 4. Living near a beach. I was 13 years old when I saw a beach for the first time, as I had lived in city for all of my life, away from nature. I was so in love with the sea that I wished I could move near it forever. Lo and behold, the circumstances made sure that my family moves. I lived there for 3 years and have now moved back to my city for university. My next plan is to move to the countryside when I'm done with college. 5. Better social life. When I was younger I had social anxiety and had a hard time making friends with people. Now I get approached all the time cause others want to be friends with me. 6. New outlook towards life. Although manifesting stuff is fun, the most important thing that I have manifested is being in love with life. I am more loving and empathetic. I rarely ever get angry. I never feel jealousy or envy, and I love myself. I feel that I have been reborn. Life is just as colorful as it was in childhood. There's a newfound appreciation for life's little pleasures and I have peace of mind. Small successes. 1. Postponement of exams. 2. Teachers not coming to the class. 3. Food manifestations. 4. Manifesting health for people. 5. Perfect apartment. 6. Changing behavior of people for the better. 7. Weather changes. It rained whenever I wanted it to. 8. Texts from people shortly after thinking about them, even if I haven't talked to them in forever. 9. Several vacations. 10. Being good at math. 11. About $2,500 when I needed. And many other things working out in my favor. Testimonies that prove that there are no coincidences. 1. I saw this post in this sub when I was scrolling and I was so enchanted. I wished I too could see the iridescent cloud, and I did. Twice in fact, and that too shortly after seeing that post. Never saw it again though unless I manifest. OFC. 2. When I was in the 11th year of my school, I had decided to attempt a national level exam, which is one of the most difficult and is highly male dominated. Never in the history of this examination had there been a female topper. I thought how cool would it be if I was one of the top students. So I wrote my name on a sticky note along with number 1 beside it and sticked it someplace and forgot about it. The thing is, my mind and my career plans changed and I did not appear for that exam. I had even forgotten that I once wanted to be a topper until one day I saw a news on my Google feed. It was the result of that exam and the second place on the list of toppers was a girl, and her first name was same as mine. 3. There was a short period of time when there used to be many power cuts. I don't even know why. But it was summer and I just couldn't live through that, so I would close my eyes and imagine the fan spinning, and right after that short visualization, the power would be back. If this had happened only once, I would have chalked it up to a coincidence, but I was able to do this 15 to 20 times until I just manifested for there to be no power cuts at all lol. Alright, that's all the conscious successes that I can remember. It's important to be aware that our entire lives are a manifestation and technically each moment is a success. This is why I even recommend the newbies to just be conscious of their thoughts and environment, as it's the least resistant way to prove the law to yourself. Then slowly work yourself up to the seemingly bigger things. Don't be harsh on yourself for failures. Yes, anything is possible to you, and yes, you are God, but you had forgotten that for a long time and are just now remembering your true self. That can take some time, and that's okay. Enjoy the journey. The more successes you have, the more you'll begin to realize that the destination's just a cherry on top.